This is Sterling. I am the owner of Sterling Yoga and Wellness Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I am now having a Patreon. I sometimes do not say things right. Please bear with me. But I am now doing a video service called Patreon. And now you can have me in your house whenever you want. I will be available. I've already recorded my first month, and it's going to be on foundational of the clock. So, that's always nice information to have. And I'm going to be doing my second set of videos on feet in the foundation work. So I'm excited. I'm excited that I'm going to have like a library of videos that are going to start with where I like to start, from the ground up, right? Or just like from foundational work. And not always just going into big huge dynamic poses, but understanding why we start to move towards those bigger poses. So I'm excited for this. We have different so Erin, would you like to go through the tiers, or am I supposed to talk about the tiers?
No, I can go through the tiers because I'll screen share. So let me set that up.
Okay. So we have 3 different subscriptions that you can come to if you would like. And they are divided up with different ideas and different tiers of things that would be included in each month. And there's different packages, so hopefully it's affordable for everyone. Each month you'll get new material. You know how I teach. I like to teach all the time, just whatever I'm teaching. So it's going to be new all the time.
So we're going to have 3 different tiers. They're based off of the parts of a tree. So we'll have the roots tier, the trunk tier, and the crown tier. And then when we launch, you'll be able to get the trunk or crown tier. You'll be able to get it at a discounted rate, but there will only be 5 spots open. So let's look at the roots tier first. The roots tier is regularly going to be $29 a month. And then this is what you'll get inside of it. So you'll get 1 30-minute guided meditation a month. You'll get a 30-minute class each month. You'll get 4 to 5, depending on how many weeks there are in the month. Just mini pose breakdowns where Sterling or Frank offers modifications to each of those as well. And then we're going to be uploading a Zoom class. And then in the middle tier, which is trunk, you'll get all of that, plus you'll get 2 30-minute body weight classes and an additional 30-minute class and an additional Zoom recording, which you'll be able to attend live. We'll post the links as well, but we'll also be uploading the classes. And then in the crown tier, in addition to all that was previously mentioned, you'll get 2 more Zoom classes plus a 1.5 to probably 2 hours based off of what we've filmed so far, our workshop that's very in-depth with Sterling every month. One of the perks of this is that after the first few months, you'll get voting power on what next month's is. So you'll have some say in what you want to see, because she'll offer you some ideas. And then you'll see here that we already have the discounted ones up. So if you're able to get in, and I believe we said that these would go live at 10 a.m. on the 1st. So if you can get into this 5 spot, you'd be able to get the trunk tier for $49 or the crown tier for $79. And this is a reoccurring payment, so you would secure these prices as long as you stayed a member. And then I am logged into my Patreon, where I follow people. And then this is just what that would look like from a customer view. So let's see. So you would see who you're supporting and at what prices. And then once it loads, their classes show up here. And if it's unlocked to you, it'll show up as unlocked. There might be things that show up as locked just simply because I don't have access to it. but that might not be the case for any of these because I pay to have all of mine unlocked. So, but that's what these look like if you're interested. And then if you're interested in our launch calendar, let's see if I can switch the share to that. So this is our launch calendar. So our launch calendar here shows you when we plan to upload everything. So if you are in the bottom tier, that trunk tier or the roots tier, these yellow ones, you'll get something uploaded every Monday. The meditation will always be on the first Saturday of the month. Your Zoom upload will be on the second. It'll see how many Fridays we have in the month. It'll roughly be the second or third Friday. And then you're looking at the third Wednesday getting that 30-minute class. If you're in the trunk tier, the middle one, you'll be getting all of those plus these additional blue ones. And then if you're in the top tier, you get all of these. So everything is spaced out as well. So you're not getting everything like jam-packed in the beginning of the month and then just waiting for new material. So everything is spaced out. You're able to comment on videos so that if you have questions or need clarification, you're able to do that. If you have questions, you're welcome to ask them now, unless Sterling wants to add anything in there before our questions.
I'm excited to start working on this, of course. You know, it gives us a lot more opportunity to be able to help people on their time frames. And, you know, we found out this year, of course, that this yoga practice is keeping us going. So I want to make it accessible to everybody as much as possible. So I hope that this works out for some people who have not been able to attend our classes that we have scheduled right now, and that this gives some more people some options to have different material too. Thank you.
So Kelly and Kristen, I know you said you did have some questions. Do you want to ask them?
Sure. So Sterling, I mean, you know what my practice has been like lately. So I'm just trying to figure out what's the best path for me to be able to, because you're going to continue to offer some live Zoom like you have been doing.
Oh, right. Yeah. No,
So,
all the classes that we still have on schedule are going to be live.
So like when because my membership's going to be up in a couple of weeks, so I should continue to get the annual like I've been doing, and then pick whichever of these monthly add-ons kind of make the most sense. Is that right?
Yes, if that's what you want, if you want more videos. I mean, you know, you do pretty much get into all of our classes. This is more like, I mean, I'm glad, I want you to do it, you know, and of course it's always nice to have your videos and stuff. But we started this because there were people that can't get to our classes at noon or at 6. It's just not working for them, or 7:30s or Saturdays. And so they
Yeah, I can't always though, right? I mean, sometimes I've got work, or sometimes we've got, you know, family at the condo. So I definitely want to be able to supplement it. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, since it is a supplement, I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. Do you think I could go in one of the lower packages then as like a supplement?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do, because you only might need a little bit. Like, I would look at that calendar that she has, or the tiers, and see exactly what you're getting and be like, yeah, this would be enough for me. Like, maybe I mean, you know, am I going to do a 2-hour workshop once a month? I don't know.
Yeah.
So it might be, you know, good for you to stay with one of the roots or the trunks.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
We did at one point, and I don't know if this is something finalized, but we did at one point discuss offering.
Okay, I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure if we were like giving. If that was supposed to be on the recording. We might record this Q&A again. So yeah, so Kelly, what we were gonna think about doing is, what we're gonna try to do is that if you were a person who carries an annual membership to the studio, and you were to buy the crown tier and you got through the year, when you go to sign up for your next annual membership, you would get $500 off.
Okay.
So that would give you an inspiration to keep your practice going.
We just can't build that into Patreon, so it has to be something that like we offer outside of like us.
Yeah.
And the crown was which level?
That's the top one.
But then so you would have to just see, like, you know, what is that times 12? Then I'm going to get $500 off because I'm an annual and a tier. So you know what I mean? So you might want to see what those kind of math figures are.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband gets me the annual as my Christmas gift. So then like whatever this extra is,
Do whatever.
well, whatever the extra is, I'll be doing. So
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it would just be like deciding on, you know, how you're accessible to being able to be in the live classes, how, you know, what you want available to you each month. But, you know,
Okay.
for you, because you're in so many classes consistently, the low tier is probably perfect for you.
yeah. Yeah. And
You'll have your meditation.
so like let's pretend that, you know, which probably is real, in 6 months I'm back in the office. So if that were to happen, I can change the tier up through the year.
Yeah, you can change your tier at any time and upgrade or downgrade. And if there were New Year spots open, you could obviously jump into them. So, yeah,
And I would do that just by working with you, or would I do that somehow through the system? Like
that's just through Patreon. You can switch your tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
January 1st is when the coupon goes live for the 5 spots in the trunk tier and 5 spots in the crown tier. That goes live on January 1st. So you could get into those. And if we had them left when you started to
Okay.
although I hope we don't have them left, but
Right. I'm hoping by the time I'm actually back, because that's the thing. Like I'm lucky that I've been good about coming a lot because the way I've been working, that's not going to stay throughout all of 2021. They're going to bring us back at some point. And so then I love the idea of having this access. Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. I said it here, it's recorded. And so then I love the idea, because I'm a big time morning person. So I love the idea of having some videos, because I'm up at 5 every day and you're not. So
That's neither of us.
I know, but I am. I'm totally like wide awake at the crack of dawn.
Jen Kinsel would like that too. That would be her option also, because she's.
So this is exciting to me.
Oh, thanks, Kelly.
So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Kristen, did you have any questions? I know that you said you're like running around your house.
Yeah, Kelly asked some good ones. I'm just not all that familiar with Patreon, so I just kind of wanted to hear a little bit more of an overview for myself too.
Oh, go ahead. If you had other questions, I can answer them all at the same time.
Well, I guess sorry if this was said because I was warming up soup, but are the videos and the content that's downloaded, does that stay in your account, or is there like an expiration date on it?
It stays.
Okay.
So they're recorded videos. What is basically happening is that they're unlisted YouTube videos. So as long as YouTube is YouTube, you have the direct link through that, and you can watch them however many times you want for however long you want. As long as you stay a Patreon member and you still have the link to get to them, they'll be yours. So you have there's no expiration date. Like you can't, at the end of the month, they're not gone. It's not like, okay, well, you have to watch your month videos in this month to move on to next month's. You get all of the videos forever, essentially.
Okay, that's good to know.
And then to answer
right now, and our videos expire at the end of this year. So, you know, I guess it just depends on who it is too, because like I have an account right now for that course I've been taking on the spine, that anatomy course for like 16 weeks. And we were allowed to have the videos of the classes and the lectures and stuff, but they expire December 31st, 2020.
And I have a course that I signed up for that I have to actually watch within the next 4 days. And I had another course I was watching, I think Tuesday night when Sterling was here in the sauna. I was watching and I felt bad because she would have really liked it. And I was like, oh, I have like 4 hours to watch it. So it'll be nice to like not have an expiration date, because you can do it on your own time, because I completely forgot that I had a time limit on the video. So
yes, that is nice. Just out of curiosity, is that a Patreon thing, like, or is that a setting that you set? Like, why is it 5 people at the first tier and
so
second tier?
that's an us setting.
Okay.
It's just based off of, we want to, I mean, we want to be able to offer a service that's valued at a good price for our clients, but we also don't want to offer it unlimited at a discount. And then if you guys, if for some reason it does and we sell magically like 100 of them, it ends up being like $2 an hour for Sterling to do it. So there has to be like some kind of balance between
Me being working
between us like pushing Sterling to do a lot of work for very little payoff. So we decided to only discount, you know, the top 2 tiers and only offer 5 openings. And then we said 10 a.m. on the 1st because we have a lot of people who like at noon are jumping into class. And 10 o'clock seemed like a good time for like people to just be able to like, if they wanted to like button hound and like jump in, they could. So, but you can theoretically, you can not put a limit on it. The other ones don't have a limit. Like the normal 3 tiers can be unlimited. You can get as many people as you want in. And one of the Patreon creators that I subscribe to, she has something like a New Year's deal and she lets 20 people in, and I'm one of the 20. So.
Okay, that makes sense. You're totally worth it. I just was curious.
And then your question about like what exactly is Patreon. So Patreon is considered like a platform that helps creators get better outreach to their clients. So it doesn't have to be yoga. There's dancers that are on there. There's a lot of people who do like blogs or podcasts, and it's just they host everything for you. So it's a lot easier for creators who don't have like that type of technological background to like get things out, because they take a lot of that pressure off of you and they provide a lot of that support. Let me see if I can go back into share screen. Oh no, I want to do this one. So this is the one that I'm like, this is mine, the one that I'm in. So like, this is how I can like go in, and she uploads hers to Google Drive because of music rights. She can't upload hers to YouTube, but it's real easy to like go and like do things on here. You can find a lot of different types of creators and lots of different things that you want, and everything is all in one place. So I find it very easy. Patreon seems to be very popular nowadays with creatives.
More so in the belly dance world, though. We looked up, and I only have one other Iyengar yoga teacher doing Patreon right now in the United States, and it's Jennifer Beaumont, who is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and she's like one of my friends, which was hilarious because there's like 1,000 teachers, thousands of teachers in the United States.
But there's lots of yoga people. It's just one other, yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of yoga, but there's only one other Iyengar one, and it's Jennifer's, and it just happens to be somebody who I study with too. Like, I mean, that we go to programs together, and so that's pretty interesting and exciting.
Yeah, it's making more sense now. The only instance I had ever heard of it was a dog trainer that I watch videos for, and he would talk about his Patreon site, but I had never even gone on to it because it just sounded like a place to give donations or something for his.
People use it for that too.
So that was the instance I knew it from. I didn't even know it could be like this sort of like almost like a business model kind of thing, or part of a business model for like a yoga studio.
People use it for both. So the 2 people that I follow, one is for like dance classes, and the other woman, it's technically I'm just on her tip jar, so it's just $1 a month to like help like fund her art essentially, which is what a lot of people do, have a tip jar on their account. So it's usually just $1 a month, and it's a recurring $1 payment. I still get videos with hers, but she teaches the same style dance that the other teacher that I take from does. And she's also a restorative yoga teacher and meditation teacher. So that overlaps the studio. So I technically don't really need a lot of her videos, but I do want to support her. So I just tip her $1 every month. So you can use it as a business model. A lot of people who do podcasts that have Patreons, it's honestly just, hey, tip us, and based on how much you tip us a month, you get like certain perks, like you'll get videos, or like you'll get our stuff early, or we'll send you t-shirts. Like I can set this up so that there's a tier that we send merch to. Like you have to put in your sizing and your address. Sorry guys, we don't have merch, but
We have yoga props.
but we have yoga props if you need those.
If you need
Hey guys, I'm sorry, my niece is messaging me that she wants to call me, so thank you so much. It helps me
Oh,
understand.
you're welcome.
Thank you for being here.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Sheila, I know you, oh, go ahead, Kristen. I was going to ask Sheila if she
Oh.
had any questions.
Ask Sheila first, because I'm going to be getting in the car, and mine is more of a business related question that you could edit out later. So let Sheila go.
I
Okay.
don't have any questions. I think other people have asked them and you sort of answered them. Like I wasn't sure if it was like a supplement to what the yoga classes were going to be, or for people who like really couldn't get to the regular daily classes. So that's what I was just sort of trying to find out, how it worked. But I think all my questions were answered by everybody else and what you presented.
If you have any other ones too, feel free to email us or call or anything.
Yeah, no, I think you guys explained it, to figure it out. So thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's their class. This will be easy to be supplemental for students who are here all the time, especially if you continue to do the Zoom classes that we've been offering. This material will be different, which is why it's good to be a supplemental thing. So, and we did have a lot of people who either really miss the recordings or just can't make the times that we have. So that's part, I mean, Sterling said it, that's part of why we're offering this, is so that we can get to more people,
Right.
take over the world. So, but
So if you don't sign up initially in January, as long as there's spaces, you could always like add it at some other time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there will always be spaces. You
Okay.
can sign up whenever you want, but the only thing is that day on January is that it gives you a discount, like a 20%
Right.
discount.
yeah, so the two top tiers we're offering at a discount for 5 people each. Those are the ones that have a cap. The
Right.
rest of them are unlimited amount of people. You can jump
Okay.
into those no matter how many people are in them.
Okay.